Welcome everybody to the Premium World Championship Qualifier number 22, Top 8. I've just thrown out the link to the bracket for Top 8 in the chat, so you guys can check it out. We have Kit, a newcomer, taking the number 1 seed, taking on I Love CC. And then we have Fancy Diesel taking on Moxies. Ludo Rizzo, aka Nice Boy, taking on Fresh IRL. Ludo is the number 2 seed. And then Dueling High versus Gaia 76.
That'll be nice. What a good day. What a good event so far. It's me, JDZ. I am with you as well, with Scully, in the booth, doing some commentary. Back. It feels good. It feels good to be back. Been a long time since I've been able to provide some commentary for the stream, but you know, it's a nice change of pace. So this event has ran pretty smooth so far. It's Swiss, which is a little bit different than what we're used to. Double elimination. I think it's been nice. What do you think about this Swiss, Scully, going forward?
It's good, getting ready for Worlds. We did single elimination for top 8 today. For Worlds, it'll be double elimination for whatever top cut that we do.
Okay. Yeah, and they gotta work those buys and all that stuff.
Start getting people ready for Worlds.
The Worlds will be Swiss. If you didn't know, the Worlds will be taking place in October. October the 22nd, is it?
22nd, yep. 22nd and 23rd.
October 22nd and October 23rd. There's still a few chances to get your invite if you haven't went ahead and secured those yet. There's not a lot of time left, so if you're interested in participating in the GOAT format World Championship, make sure you're loading up. Make sure you're playing all the remaining events that we have left. They are very few and far between.
We are going to start here at the top 8 with Fancy Diesel versus Moxies, but yes, we have a lot of events coming up for October. There's still GOAT Grand Prix New England for October 8th. We are going to have another Premium World Championship qualifier on September 25th. September 17th, I believe, JDZ, is the Clash of Champions.
Clash of Champions. You gotta say like Clash of Champions.
Clash Champions.
There it is. That's what we're going for. Okay, Moxie's coming out strong, playing against Diesel, who was playing the combo deck today. Fancy Diesel's all over the place. Fancy Diesel's topping all sorts of events with several different strategies. You really can't put your finger on what the Diesel is doing these days. Playing Reasoning Gate. That duo does a lot of work against this matchup, though.
For sure, hitting 2 cards can just end this game alone.
If you're the combo player, hitting the blowback and the Sork, which aren't the worst hits.
But yeah, so if you're still trying to qualify for Worlds, we have the events we just noted, as well as there's an FLC in October, which is going to be a Swiss multi-day event, I believe, is what is being planned for the last FLC of the year. And then we are going to have 2 last chance qualifier tournaments, as well as 2 Premium World Championship qualifiers. So there's still about 8 tournaments that you can play in to get your World Championship invite if you are been on the cusp of getting it this year.
You know, I made it pretty close myself. I'm still trying to get one. I haven't got one myself. You know, so if you're like me, there's still quite a few players out there, dope players that haven't got one as well. So it's not just me. I'm not a good player, but at the same time, there's lots of chances to do that. So make sure you are playing these events, setting your schedule, joining up, watching. If you don't want to play in the world still, just kind of follow the game. It's very interesting things that are happening in the whole GOAT world. So stay tuned, keep it locked, and all that, everything, and something else. I don't know. Oh, premature to blowback. How often does that happen? Every time, I would say. So he's going to roll. He's going to get his prioritization on the blowback, and he's going to hit tails, heads, one more, and that's a tail. So we got a good failure on that blowback. Failure to blow. Going to just swing in, hitting into the spy. Okay, so that's going to clear that. Let's see how many copies of spy Moxie's plays, and it's going to be the full value 3 sets of spies, sending one to the grave to kind of save some time. I like that. Take notes. That was a very veteran type maneuver. Alright. So we got Moxie's in the blue corner on the draw, hitting a quick think. couple things to think about. You got the combo player down to 3 cards in hand, which isn't too many, but still they can get very very explosive very quickly. So the idea is trying to clear this blowback and get a hefty bit of damage in as soon as you can. Make the right reasoning calls and get out of there as quick as possible.
Yeah, the blowback premium is the last thing Moxie's really wanted to see here.
Absolutely. You just want them to brick, because the terrible thing about these reasoning gate turbo decks or these type of combo decks, they can just automatically just lose themselves sometimes by just bricking hard, getting a lot of the unusable cards and not comboing off. So you want to end it quick, and Moxie is doing that, getting very aggressive, bringing down this Blackluster Soldier early and often. One light, one dark. Gonna probably swing in, just go for maximum damage here. Let's see what we got. See if that spy is gonna get involved as well. All right. Let me pull this over here. All right. Yes, this is
pushing all the damage here.
He's sending it. He's going full send. Oh wow, he's going all the way in. Bring him down to 700, which is a good. Anything under 2,000 is kind of a safe place you want to be against this combo deck. But he's thinking. He's still got some plays left to be made.
I mean, you can't even summon your own BLS, so there's like a Snatch Steal play here. Snatch, Pray, and Hope that it just works for multiple turns, but beyond that, a Vortex can buy some time, but gonna be hard for Fancy Diesel to get past being at 700 here. Oh,
and there's the Snatch Steal. You manifested that, coming right down, grabbing that BLS. Let's see if it goes through. It does not. Okay, so that's going to be a $3,500 Solemn Judgment. Send it on to the grave, and that's going to be a scoop right there. All right, so that went about as well as it can go if you're Moxies. Not so much for the Fancy Diesel. You know, Duo is your nemesis when you're playing this type of deck.
And I would think of the players left, Moxies and Nice Boy are probably the two favorites to go all the way here.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair. Moxie's already has several invites this year as well, as well as Nice Boy.
I believe Nice Boy only has one invite.
Oh, really? I thought he got one from an Italian event as well. I thought he topped or did well at one of the IRL events. I'm not sure.
No, we do need to go over all the invites pretty soon to have it all down pat for World's commentary. Because I don't have it all in my head either yet.
That's future problem. You know, we're not worried about that. That's someone else's problem. That's down the road. You know,
Worlds is right around the corner.
I know.
1 month from this weekend.
Oh man, that's
right? No, it's a little farther than that. 1 month from this weekend is the GOAT Grand Prix New England, but regardless, World is coming up soon.
Just looking at the players left, I know Gia has been working hard trying to secure an invite. Very fantastic player, as well as I love Sheshikoki. He did not secure one last season as well. I'm not sure who Kid is. I'm not familiar with this duelist. Shout out to you for playing some goats coming back or whatever your story may be.
Our community, welcome.
Fantastic. And that could be you. If you're tuning in, if you're listening to this stream, welcome. Thank you for participating and watching and joining the show. But you can also play in these events too. It's totally up to you. Lots of fun. A lot of people do it.
The belt will be on the line sooner than later.
Oh, the title? Oh, I saw those pictures, man. It looks beautiful. It looks great. I want it. I saw that. I was like, I don't know, but now I saw that thing and I was like, I would like to have that.
It is a nice heavy belt, I'll tell you.
The champion. You want to be the man? You gotta beat the man. Oh, look at that. I see it. Is that it? That's the belt right there on the stream coming in.
Thank you also to our sponsor, MetaMats. If you guys need any custom cloth mats made, I highly recommend MetaMats. They just keep constantly upgrading their quality. The latest batch that they sent me of our mats are just like out of this world. Definitely, I've owned Spellgrounds. I've owned mats from what are their name? Ophidian. I've owned mats from pretty much every major like mat company that has made cloth mats at this point, and for the longest time, I won't lie to you, I would say Spellgrounds couldn't be beat, especially the original Spellgrounds. But the newest print of the MetaMats is beautiful, and I would put it up right up there with any other mat.
Oh man, well I might need to get one. I might need to cop. You know what I'm saying? I might need to. I have a MetaMat, but I need to probably get a newer one too because I like mine. I like mats. Why not? Check it out. But right now we got the fancy Diesel out here.
See, I think
doing
Fusilier is the worst card in Reasoning Gate.
You think so?
It just does nothing.
Its job is being a number 7. That's what it is.
It doesn't do a good enough job at it. Like, it just does nothing. Like, okay, well, 1800 here, sure.
Which is kind of important because there's not that many dark monsters.
Who is this? Who is this being?
I believe we have Mr. Big Noodle joining us.
Oh,
but,
that's Mr. Big Noodle.
Super hard to hear right now, Mr. Big Noodle, so we are going to have to mute you until you get your mic sorted out.
Yes, it was an apparition. It was a ghostly apparition.
I mean, it's a dark. Like, there's plenty of other darks to play, and I don't know. I've played a lot of Reasoning Gate, and every time I try to fit this guy in, like, the extra 2000 damage is never enough to be worth hitting off the Reasoning. Like, I'd rather hit the Stein or the DMOC or the Crane every time than the random level 7.
I think he also is a pretty capable normal summon too. In the event that you need that, he's got the Book of Moon synergy. If you're doing that whole thing,
yeah.
I mean, it adds value if you're not playing the Stein build, which I don't think the Diesel is. I haven't watched a lot of the games though.
The deck can play like one Book of Moon if it really wants to.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've played a lot of the deck and I consistently like regret adding Fusilier.
The dual mode beast.
Yeah, and I
wish it was a dragon.
I've got some beautiful like ultimate rare first edition ones.
I still just wish it was a dragon. I think they could have made him he is a dual mode beast. So I guess he could be a beast as well.
I'd rather him be machine. Like he gets like if you're playing the limiter removal version of the deck, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think. I mean, granted, it is a giant tank dragon with the guns on his head and guns on his arms. I thought those were arms, but they're just actually guns.
He's straight out of Power Rangers.
Yeah. I mean, he is a dragon, okay, and he is a beast. So I think he should be a dragon or a beast. That's just me. I like things being literal sometimes. So
well, being dual mode is why he's a machine, because he has modes.
It's 2 modes. I mean, dual mode machine beast. That could be something. Maybe, I don't know. All right, but right now we got Moxie's bringing chaos early and often into a big, beefy card destruction. A thick, healthy, well-rounded card destruction.
Yeah, and I think Moxie's really made a mistake here, not using the priority on the sorcerer.
Maybe not. I don't know.
No,
I mean he was going to use it. He was going to use priority.
He said no. He literally declared no priority.
I mean, he was going to banish, but I think he might be a little hesitant to banish because you don't want. I'm not sure. I think the Diesel might be on the infusion version.
He's not though because he put it in defense mode.
Oh. Okay, so he was going to banish.
Like he's gonna banish it anyway.
Ouch. Yeah. So maybe that was different. He did have the dim fusion as well. Okay, so that was a pretty chunky card destruction. He gets a Night Assailant effect as well. Quite robust.
I don't see any advantage to not using Sorcerer's effect there, right? What?
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're correct.
Where can you gain off of not using it?
There was no purpose not to use it. But I think Moxie is good enough. I gotta always give Moxie the benefit of the doubt. He has a plan. I can always see it, but I know that there is something to it.
If he had
And
put
he
it in attack mode here too, like it'd be much more interesting that he solemned the ring. Like after, like now he had to solemn the ring because strictly because he didn't use priority, right?
right.
Where if it was in attack mode, you could be like, okay, maybe this is going to turn into a snatch steal play, or summon a chaos monster, another chaos monster play after the card destruction.
He hits a duo as well. So
I
he's
guess the
got
only advantage that he gets off of doing it this way is that he was planning to play the card destruction, so he could see if he wanted to banish the light or the dark, of which one he wanted to keep out of the graveyard more.
that could be it.
But
Or
I
he
don't,
prob-
I don't
I
think
don't
that's
know.
enough of a reason to not use the priority. But I can see where you like fall into that line of play as well, especially with the solemn to back it up.
But now those life points are getting pretty low. You know, that duo again hurting the combo player.
I believe
And
he
he just go ahead
actually,
and banishes anyway. Yeah.
I don't think it was
Go ahead,
Fancy
banish.
Diesel, but we saw someone today actually using Return from the Different Dimension in Reasoning Gate.
Really?
hmm
That's interesting. It seems pretty slow. Like I don't know if I like that. It seems
The advantage is you can always activate it.
true.
Because a lot of
That's
times against Reasoning Gate, what players will strategize to do is just get your opponent under 2,000 as fast as possible, even if it
Mm-hmm.
means like giving up your resources against your opponent.
That
It
is like
also
a textbook strategy.
it also makes your Nox a little bit better because Dimension Fusion, of course, will summon your opponent's banished monsters.
Ah. But a lot of time, I don't know how many Nomans does the Reasoning Gate player play normally. Maybe they play it. I don't know if they have room for two.
Depends
Maybe
on the
one.
person, I guess.
Yeah, player to player.
Yeah, the
Players.
normal summons don't matter how many you have too much. Like you can play with just 2 is fine as long as you're running scapegoats. And then the more brain controls you play, the less you have to play of normal summons as well.
All right, so he's gonna go ahead and swing in on this set. What could it be? It is the Magician of Faith, Maggio de Fela. I think that's
Like-
what it says.
Ring is already gone, so getting dual back again is really good.
Okay, just trying to get that light monster, perhaps. Yep, securing the light monster to make the chaos play here.
Yeah, so I think that's like where the fallacy of not using the sorcerer priority came from, right? So the dual mode was at 2800 when sorcerer banished it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were gonna have to banish the dual mode anyway, and not the light monster, and worry about the light dark count in the graveyard, then I think you really should have used the priority.
Ooh, big Book of Moon. That was a nice Book of Moon for
Yeah,
Moxie.
that's gonna
Enjoyed
be a
that.
difference maker.
Oof.
That's a huge
That's-
heavy.
Yeah, this
Wow.
might be
That is a game changing heavy.
this might be the catalyst for the end of the game, perhaps. Let's see what happens next.
But yeah, so like if you're in a position like this, and you are playing a copy of Return, and like Fancy Diesel is playing a decent number of traps, see the Ring and the Mirror Force, like the
Right.
Return actually could bring you back into the game.
Oh, Fancy is trying to manifest Dimension Fusion right now from the top of the deck, trying to call it, trying to summon it. That would be so crazy. A top deck Dimension Fusion is just incredible. Oh yeah, it's not looking likely. Let's see what it's gonna be. Reasoning into a oof.
That's
even
a
more.
main deck of Super Priest.
No, this is game 2, so he probably brought that in to combat the goats. I would think.
Is it game 2?
This is game 2. Yeah, Moxie's came out early.
Oh, I
and
see. Okay.
Went crazy with game 1. Let's see what we got here.
So if you have return set, what spell would you get back here? The Defusion?
I think I'm getting if I had the opportunity to play return right now, I would grab Dimension Fusion. But it is not. Oof.
Still have a chance to do it though.
This is it. It's got to be right here, and it is not. Okay. That is how it goes sometimes. Shout out to both of those competitors. Fancy Diesel has been eliminated. Moxie is apologizing for the sack. That was a little sack. We got a pretty good sack there, but it's all good. It does happen.
You don't ever have to apologize against Reasoning Gate.
That is true. That is very true.
We're gonna hop over to game 3 of Nice Boy versus Fresh IRL.
Let's do it. Let us do it. Okay. But yeah. That's me. I rarely get salty. I try to be as cool and calm and nice as I possibly can. I rarely get salty. I only get salty when I play against Reasoning Gate. That's the only deck I get salty against.
Really?
Or Progression
the only
Series.
One. And the Progression Series. Yeah, we're not going to talk about. We are not going to talk about the Progression Series until the next week.
Yeah, never heard of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. The salt is just still looming over my entire existence right now, but. That and Reasoning Gate is the only two. Everything else, I'm fine with.
I love playing against Reasoning Gate.
Oh, you're
I do not mind playing against Reasoning Gate either.
You guys are both sadists, man. It just doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't feel good. You get the call wrong. Like what can you do? Like there's nothing you can do about it. You try to call it right. You think you have an idea.
I feel like against Reasoning Gate is a free win the majority of the time.
Until you
I usually call 4, which is right like 90% of the time, 80% maybe.
Until it's not, and you're just feeling bad.
Yeah,
I mean, feeling real bad.
It can sack you, but most of the time it's not going to. So.
All right, so we got Nice Boy. It's Nice Boy playing. This is game 3, you say. So he is on Turbo. Versus the Golem Warrior. I played this deck in Philly. Shout out to Fresh IRL, the Golem God, aka Golem God. He's got this Golem Warrior deck, which is very interesting situation. You don't see that too often. Using in a aggro style.
There's a reason you don't see Reasoning Gate top many events.
Right, it's too inconsistent.
Yeah, like. If you lose to it, it actually does really suck because that means you got pretty unlucky, to be honest.
Yes.
Steingate, I think, has... now that Steingate's been figured out, I think you don't see as many like top players. Like you don't even see Matt Uber really in Steingate anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But Reasoning Gate could still like sneak its way in, and then it's gonna get pounded out by the end of the tournament.
You can only get so lucky. So or what will happen? You'll get duoed a few times, and then that's pretty much gonna be all she wrote. You get an early duo, and you lose a Reasoning Gate or a.
So a lot of passing back and forth in this game 3 here, which is surprising for Fresh IRL side, but they could just be passing because they know the Zambira can't attack direct.
Just not giving them a target, huh? The old Zambira juke. Rissa Nobleman getting the Serp out of there. Both Nobleman's gone. One Rhoda gone. One Blade gone. One Exile Force gone. So that's a lot of face down support being depleted already from the Warrior player. Still, nothing to attack. I love Zambira so much, man. Until I don't. Until these situations where I just want to attack and you can't.
Yeah, but it's like. Say this was a gorilla, it probably would have been destroyed already, right?
Yeah, it'd have been found out.
Like that's the difference that I think that people don't consider a lot is like You gotta really look at the Zumbira as if it was a spy a lot of times. And it feels weird to do that because you're like, oh, it's in attack mode, it could be attacking. But like, you wouldn't feel bad if this was a spy sitting in defense the whole time, right?
Yeah,
But then when
not
it's
at
a
all.
Zumbira sitting in attack mode, you're like, oh, I wish it was a different card.
Every time. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. Every single time.
I think it's because the different spots you consider for playing the card in your deck. Like, you don't look at like Spy and Zumbira as filling the same role. This is a really big heavy storm. Even
Yeah.
paying half here, no
Oh,
matter what, sucks.
Here it is. We got two?
Mhm.
We got two.
And even paying
Two.
twice, this is still bad.
Goosh.
Because now Fresh
Easily.
IRL has... Well, he's still down in cards, but... And he does have Light and Dark and Grave.
Double solemn.
1600 is really low, though, and Fresh hasn't used a Ring of Destruction yet.
So I assume Zumbira's at 1900.
Yes.
3 back row, not what you want to see from a nice boy side.
So it's some discipline there, I guess, not attacking. The face down.
Yeah.
I'd probably still attack.
If they have
That's
another
probably why I'm
solemn
not as
of
good.
if they have another solemn of their own as a reason not to attack, in case it is a faith. And then if
Yeah.
you have the ring in a solemn, you definitely just want to go for the ring for gameplay.
Or try to lure him to attacking with the Zumbira and then playing like a battle trap or some type of.
Although
counter
there's
that
nothing
way.
Fresh can actually ring and solemn in the same chain to not cause a draw.
I mean, he can. Well, yeah. Unless you're saying if Nice Boy doesn't have a, if Nice Boy has a third solemn down right now.
I'm saying if Fresh has a solemn and a
Yeah, he
ring,
can't. Yeah.
so say he goes for a ring on something, and Nice Boy has like a Book of Moon, he can't solemn. Or if Nice Boy has the
Right.
third solemn, he can't solemn because it would make it be a draw.
Right. Right.
What? So if he has ring and solemn here, maybe it would be good just to use the ring first, like in the standby.
Right. And just let it marinate. But that's what Skull's
Right,
saying.
but if you have ring and
Nice Boy
solemn,
has a
you don't
solemn.
even want to do that because that's not good enough because that only brings you to a draw.
Unless the ring just passes. If the ring just goes through, you're fine. That's ideal. But
Right, which at that point you're better off waiting until the end phase.
Nice Boy calls the bluff and just swings through the 3 sets right into the Mirror Force, and it goes through.
No light and gray for Nice Boy. And even if he had it, can't bring it out with Kaiku out.
The bead shaking menace is on the field.
I bet
Hold
this is
it
just
down.
another spy set.
He didn't flip it. I think I've seen Nice Boy play enough. If that is Faith, I think he might have flipped it there and tried to get back one of the Trinity cards. Okay, so he had the Book of Moon.
It's not a very good Book of Moon. Or I mean, it's like that's not just a bait to be able to summon a sorcerer or a BLS. I would
Yep.
think.
Yeah, but he
I
can't.
guess
like you
not
said,
though.
he has
There's no light
light.
engrave. That
He's
it's
got-
really
got no
weird
light.
to main phase 2 snatch that, right?
Yeah, he didn't normal summon, did he?
No,
So,
like
how
if
do
you did that main phase 1, it would have been much better. Because the set monster might have been able to get over the Kaiku, even though there was the Mirror Force set, but I guess he was doing it just to try to stop Fresh RL from being able to summon a Chaos Monster off the top deck.
Mhm.
Because there was no torrential follow-up with this snatch into book. So yeah, I guess he was just trying to stop a potential Chaos Monster from Fresh. And I guess Fresh thinking the same thing, that it's probably a spy set. Not going to attack into it.
Okay. Hit him with the end phase, targeting the set Dust Tornado. That's interesting as well. I mean, he wanted to snatch that Kaiku so bad. I thought it would just get him out of there while he could. But he had the answer for it. He got the Tsukiyomi, which is going to be cleanly able to rid the field of this Kaiku to go destroy if it goes through.
Yeah, it could be. Okay, the Solemn here.
That's
That's
Hefty
scary.
Solemn Judgment. That's a beefy payment. Now we're
Both
tied
players
up.
down to 1600. Game 3.
And phase.
Fresh already burned both Noblemans and exiled 4, so
And a Rhoda. And Carlos
yeah,
in there,
he's gonna
so-
need a like Chaos Monster to deal with if this is a set spy.
Or a Mystic Swordsman.
Yeah, level two would be pretty strong. He just attacks it. Okay, so let's see. It was in fact a
Yeah,
spy.
I don't like
As-
plays like this where like, so you played multiple turns assuming it's spy, right? And then you just like give up on your own intuition from earlier and attack into it.
Yeah, he knew it was spy. I don't know why he would do that.
Like I feel like once you decide it's spy, you have to just commit to it, right?
It's spy now. So
Unless
guess
you have
maybe-
like a reason to like make it be different.
maybe,
Of like I'm gonna
maybe he
Torrential,
has
there's
the
a
ninja-
Borg summon or something, but
he has the Ninja Grand Master perhaps. He's just trying to play around.
yeah, that could
I
be
don't
a
know,
reason.
differential. Oh,
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
like,
that's down.
if he had waited the turn, this could be tried
Mhm.
to attack. It could be banished and face down, or now it's going to take an extra turn to get to game because he attacked into the card that he thought was spy the turn earlier.
dang. Okay, big torrential tribute. Still no light monster for Nice Boy. And
He
the Ninja
did have the
Grandmaster comes
ninja
down.
though, so that makes sense then.
And the Sakuretsu.
See, if he had the ninja last turn, I think he should have summoned the ninja last turn. He probably could have forced
Mhm.
the Torrential last turn and then had the BLS for game. Like if he had
Wow,
forced
didn't have
the
another-
Torrential,
he
then
didn't
he
have a
could.
monster with a. He didn't have a monster with a bigger attack than 1,000. This Magician of Faith. Oh, it's the Night
Yeah.
Assailant.
Like there was a chance for Fresh to have like BLS with Book of Moon behind it here.
Oh yeah.
But it looks like he's gonna have a chance to get the open attack right on a Nice Boy here. No, wow, the
Here's the
Sorcerer,
split.
he needed the light.
Oh, Solemn
Oof.
right away.
So he's got the chance to top deck him.
All you need is a top deck
This is
monster.
anybody's
You have 14
game.
cards left. This is it. Here it is. And there. Ew, that's not the
No,
one
that's
you want.
not enough.
That's not the one you want at all.
BLS
see.
still a deck for Nice Boy, only 10 cards left.
Oh, with the set.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it comes down to this. What are we gonna do? Blade Knight, he's gonna summon right through it. Oh, not right into the mirror force. Turns somebody.
Scapegoat.
Viewing the deck, he's got him.
GG. It is GG's. Fresh IRL with the win. What a crazy game. Crazy game. Crazy game.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see it. Very good. Very well done. Nice Boy with another top. Just couldn't quite get there. Still dope. Still dope. Oh, we see you out here, Brad. Welcome back to the stream, Mr. Brad. Shout out to you. Brad 93698. I don't know what those numbers stand for. Hopefully it's cool.
Head over to Kit versus Moxies for top 4. Looks like
Hit
Moxies won
versus
game 1.
Moxies. Hit versus Moxies. In the does anyone know what's going on with the rest of the bracket? Did Gia win? Did Dueling High win? Did what are the other situation? I don't. Let me see if I can find someone who knows that information so I could share.
Dueling High won against Gia.
Oh, he sacked my girl, man. Shout out to Gia. I'm sure it was a sack. Gia don't lose like that.
Well, if Dueling High won.
It's nice seeing Mystic Tomato in
Ooh.
top 4.
Shout out to the Mystic Tomato. Okay. Not a lot is known about Kit. I'm not sure who that is. Facing up against the Moxies, the Moxinator, trying to get another Patreon victory. He's already had several, trying to set the record, running right headlong into a torrential tribute. Anna saying, and hate to see it if you are Kit. Moxies is absolutely loving it. Let's see what he grabs from the deck here. See if it's going to be a Sinister Serpent, or perhaps a Magician of Faith, or maybe a Night Assailant. You tell me, what is it going to be coming from the deck? And I missed it. I didn't even see what he grabbed. What
It was
did
Night
he get?
Assailant.
It was Night Assailant. Okay. The Gracha is down. discarding that said Night Assailant and a Dekoichi. Grabbing back the Dekoichi. Moxie's playing Turbo just feels wrong as well. I don't know if anyone keep that. I don't know if I am a fan of that or not, but c'est la vie, I suppose. Zabuma says they're not streaming YCS Niagara. I did not know that was true. That can't be true. There's no way that's true. That's crazy. That can't be true. They've been doing really good on their streams, man. Those things look great. But thank you, Zabuma, for being here, watching this stream with us. We really appreciate it. And I also am a huge fan of Zabuma Fu myself. That was a great show. Huge part of my childhood. Zabuma Fu. I don't know if you guys watched that show. Pretty good. Oh man,
yeah,
coming with
I used to watch it.
With the Abyss Soldier. What is happening here? Abyss Soldier coming in, running into a Sakuretsu armor. Okay. Mind control, okay. All right, very cool. Breaker the Magical Warrior has landed. Okay, let's see if he's going to get a clean pop or something dramatic going to happen to Breaker's effect. It will be Regeki broken.
He probably doesn't have Serpent.
Oh, so that is still a that's a +2 then instead of the 1. Very cool. Oh no, that's even well plus -1. Yeah, because he lost the judgment as well, and a bit of damage coming in. He says that is true. That can't be true. Oh my goodness, I can't believe they're not streaming that. Those streams have been very, very good. I don't play Modern at all, like 0% Modern, but I still would tune in and watch those streams because they're just so well done, and it's really cool to see the guys and gals playing, or people playing.
So it's a Cold Wave Monarch deck, I guess. That's what I'm guessing.
Cold Wave Monarch. Maybe with some Abyss action in there, and a little bit of probably a lot of Mobius in there. Might see a Stein in there. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. Tribe is down. We're gonna go ahead and call Spellcasters, killing the Breaker and the 2 Gravekeeper spies going to the graveyard.
It's a big clear.
Yeah, that's very important.
And then,
those are very good tribute fodder.
But what happened to the attack? Was there no attack? Did he attack in?
He attacked into Spy.
To flip it. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm multitasking a little bit right now. I'm planning a guinea pig funeral. My oldest daughter's guinea pig was lost this morning.
What was their name?
Tragedy. Junior. Alex Jr. was the name of this guinea pig,
Rest
and he
in peace,
is
Alex Jr.
R.I.P. R.I.P. AJJ.
Well, he might have just moved away. You never know.
We know.
We know.
Found.
It's confirmed. It was found. It was found by the owner. Very, very sad. Very sad times, but that is life.
Who's main Alex?
Oh, he is the prior Alex. He is also deceased as well. He is a guinea pig, and he is also deceased.
Oh.
And then that's what yielded Alex Jr., who now has succumbed to his fate as well.
Pro tip: make sure you never have a guinea pig and that is pregnant.
I've heard that several times. I'm a guinea connoisseur.
Okay.
And
you don't want the guinea junior massacre.
Yeah, that is we will not do that. We only got the male. We got one more, another one, and he's still thriving. He's doing pretty well.
So this was a very good cold wave because now
Yes.
Moxie's can't set anything.
Ooh,
Yeah, now Moxie's
that's
can
good
just
news.
attack
Oh.
for game.
It would have been a good
That
cold
was a
wave.
terrible cold wave.
That cold wave backfired tremendously. Ouch, baby.
So Moxie's gonna
Very,
make it to
very
finals.
Oof, that was a very ouch of a cold wave. Moxie's probably like, well, thanks. Thank you very much. I appreciate
Thanks
that.
for the insurance policy. Cold Wave is a very powerful card. We're gonna go jump into Dueling High versus Fresh IRL here.
I mean,
Cold Wave makes bigger splashes in later formats because there's more like monsters that can destroy, spell, and trap. But it does still have potential in GOAT format. We've seen it like pop up here and there.
well, Moxie shouldn't have that many answers to Kaiku. If he's, you know, like Suk is one of the only answers he has left, and he happened to have it.
That is true. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Kit. But again, shout out to you, Kit, man. I haven't seen you around the Discord. I haven't seen you playing in these events. I like to see you coming in and getting a smooth top in your very first appearance, or maybe this isn't your first appearance. I'm not sure, but you're a dope player, and thanks for playing. I like the deck. I like what you got going on. Dueling High and Fresh side decking. Okay, so Dueling High is, if you don't know, probably one of the more controversial duelists in our realm. You know, it's polarizing figure, if you will. Some people hate him, some people love him. I like him. Dueling High, man. What's up? What's up, everybody?
Dueling High is number one on ladder.
He is the number one player on ladder.
Is he still there? Still number one?
I think so.
He's been there for like a month or something.
He's way out front on the ladder. He plays a lot, mainly playing Chaos Turbo. He can play some other things as well. Very, very strong player. But Fresh is no joke. Fresh has had several tops this year as well, topping several IRL events. He's a notorious IRL player, finding his way back into the online community. He's had several tops in the online game as well. So he is definitely no slouch. World's qualified already. Dueling High 101 is not trying to get there. Interesting. He's already up a game here against Fresh IRL.
Kit was at GGP Philly.
Oh, okay. I probably seen him. I probably met Kit, and I just don't know the name Kit. I probably saw him there. Well, shout out to you, Kit. Very cool. I met a lot of people there. That was a cool event. I'm so glad I got to go.
And if you
All
want
right,
to
so-
come play at IRL event, pre-registration is still open for Go Grand Prix New England. It is filling up fast, so if you want to play, check out goformat.com and pre-register.
You know what? Someone just DM me about that right now to think about going. How many slots are left? Is I know it's going to be a capped event. Are there going to be?
There's about 20 spots left, and we've got about a month. It's about a month from today, so it is filling up fast.
All right, that's very cool. I would love to go. I would have loved to have gone. I can't though. Work and money and livelihood. You know, I like eating food. I like living in a shelter with electricity and plumbing. If it wasn't for all that stuff, man, I would definitely just
West
go.
Coast to East Coast is not a cheap trip.
Oh, I would love to go.
But if you want to budget it, you're welcome to come stay here with me. So
You could hitchhike.
I can do that.
Get a set Mystic Swordsman.
I think Mystic Swordsman level 2 is one of the most underplayed cards right now. The fact that it's only being played by warriors, I think, is a crime, and that like any deck can be running it. Of just you're going second, I'm just gonna run Mystic Swordsman level 2 and make you answer this, and then when you don't, I'll nobleman your set. Still, just the same way warrior as well. Like, there's no reason that this card can't just be side. It used to be side decked in like everything.
Yeah, people are starting to bring it back. They are side. I've seen it. Just IRL people side deck it, but I don't know. Maybe it's because it's Earth and people are just really trying to streamline this turbo thing.
I don't know. I think it's just been forgotten.
Yeah.
Like it gets. I think another reason it's forgotten is because the burn decks have moved away from like level limit and gravity bind, which
Mm-hmm.
was the reason people played it, because it was like, oh, it does everything. It gets under gravity bind, level limit, and kills sets. But like, I think just bringing it in against Chaos Turbo is not a bad move.
Just having a guy just floating in
Just
there.
as your third nobleman.
I actually had it in my side deck in my Chaos deck, and I was siding
Yeah.
it in.
Yeah,
In the
I
mirror
think it
match.
fits. I think it can work against any like. I think you could ignore its warrior and earth status and just bring it in.
Just throw him in there, huh? Sprinkle a little Mystic Swordsman in your life. Okay, let's see if Fresh gets greedy. He doesn't. He just goes straight for the exile play, hitting the Dekoichi. Now, Dueling High does have Light and Dark online, ready to go. Mm. What do you guys make of the auto not using the auto select for your card placement?
Wasting time.
I think you can get in people's minds with that too. I think that's another thing to kind of chip at
Maybe.
the
Not mine.
psychology. Ever so slight. Look at that. He puts it over there. Gorilla is down. Ooh, coming in 200. Will it go
What did
through?
you think of a Robin Goblin flip tier, JDZ?
I would be pissed. Oh, don't. Why you gotta say that, man? Why you gotta say that? Then you gotta rub it in, man. That card is killing me, man. Dude. We're not talking about progression, okay? I'm not gonna get roped.
Underrated card though. It would have been Dust Tornado here, sure, but
Dude.
So Dueling High is going with the Berserk over the Zambira. You could do both, but
Yeah, let's
we
see
saw
if that.
Zambira earlier not able to attack directly when we kind of wanted it to. So now we got the Berserk this time.
oh, yeah, this
Let's
is
see.
this is the
Let's see
big
what's gonna
boy
be different.
Zambira time.
Dude, this is a very, very angry gorilla bearing down on you. Now, this ain't no Zumbira. You got to answer this guy like now, like do something, because that 2000
Yeah.
will kill you fast. I've been that'll
Oh
do
boy.
it. Now that guy is pretty beefy. That's a strong dude. That guy.
So this
It's
is
something
where
else.
like you love that you main deck Solemns. Like if Fresh has this BLS with a Solemn behind it, I can't see them losing this game.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's so sad. That's something. That's it. Let's got BLS bearing down. You gotta do something. What are you gonna do? Snatch deal. Let's see. Main one is good. Thumbs up all around. Checking the graveyard. He's got Light and Dark as a chaos response.
Oh, he does. I thought he only had darks. Nice.
Let's see how it is. Oh, the Book of Moon is so strong. Maybe I know no way he keeps
You know
Nobleman
what would be
in.
nice? A Mystic Swordsman level 2.
Oh man, he's selling it. He's selling it. You're selling me, Scully. You're selling me on the.
I think you
Mystic
definitely go attack here with the BLS if you have nothing else.
Yeah, he really doesn't have any spells that are worth a damn. But that second night
Because,
assailant would
like-
just irritate the hell out. It's gonna flip anyway. So I
But
guess
even if
you're
it is,
correct.
right, they're gonna flip it,
Yeah.
so
Oh, but he's got a level 2. Let's see if that comes down with this. No, he's got one in the grave
yeah,
already.
You're living in the future. Your dueling book is way ahead of me.
Oh, my bad.
Nope.
He's
not your
gonna
fault.
attack. It was the Dekoichi, and you're gonna eat 2000 right there. So now you are,
There's
and it's
the
a
rain
rain for game. That'll do it. Very well done by both players. Going into another game 3, so the turbo player will be going first. Warrior player will be doing some follow up. Man, oh man, oh man. Goat format action. Fresh trying to get him a dub, trying to get a win. Dueling High trying to get an invitation to the Go Format World Championship. Again, if you're trying to do the same thing, if you're just tuning in, there are several events that you can participate in to play and get your opportunity to go to the Go Format World Championship. So continue to do that. Continue to follow the Discord and the website for upcoming information. And get in there and start playing. Stop being a whatever you want to be. Get out there and play some goats. Or whatever. Have some fun with it. Side decking. So this is it. So we have Dueling High, Fresh. Is Moxie's already in the grand finals right now?
Yep, winner will play Moxies in the grand finals. We did
Oh boy.
single elimination for top 8.
Oh boy, that's nice. I like that. That's winner take all kind of vibes, man. No double elimination. You get out there and you get what you get. You get what you deserve. I like that. Very cool.
Worlds will be double elimination for the top cut. I think it will be top 16 cut for Worlds and then a double elimination tournament for day 2. The Go Grand Prix New England will be top 16 cut. $1,000 prize pool, as long as we hit the player cap of 64.
Man, I wish I could go. Oh man, that would be nice. I want to go to Chicago too. I think I would like to do them all. I think in a few years when I get my life a little bit different, I think I'm just going to travel around and do this, just do this whole thing. I don't know. I'll make something happen. But that was a great experience. If you haven't had the opportunity to attend a GOAT Grand Prix, I would strongly recommend that you do that if you can afford it, or if it fits into your life schedule or plans. You should definitely.
I haven't been to one yet.
Well, there you go. You gotta do it now. And if you want to host one, make sure that you next season, they're all done this year, but next year, get with your local game store, get to the website, reach out to Scully, and figure out how to get one in your area too. It's really fun to do. It's gonna be dope.
We supply all the prizes.
We got the upstart, into the pot, into the ooh ah ah. Gorilla is back down. The gorilla has landed yet again. So Dan asked, when does the New England pre-registration close? Isn't it like a couple days before? When are you closing those, Scully, for the pre-reg?
We will not close until we hit 64 on the cap. So.
Oh, indefinite.
We don't have a set date, yeah.
Okay.
The gorillas here are a big answer to any sort of 1800 defense monsters.
Yeah, those golems are just liabilities at this point.
I actually think that golem may have been severely overrated.
I mean, it's good. When it's good,
I agree.
It's really good. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's very, very, very bad. But when it's good, I've played Golem. I've tried it in several different builds, and I've had different levels of success with it. And when it's good,
I didn't even
it's the best.
In the progression series, I cut it. So
your mic's kind of quiet now, Scully.
He solemns the tribe. That's a very
any better?
Tribe.
Yeah, that's better.
That is a very aggressive tribe infecting virus, or excuse me, solemn judgment on the tribe infecting virus. And then we're going to Regeki break in the end phase, popping a set. It is the Sakuretsu armor.
That's a hard discard of dumping the sorcerer there just to hit a back row. I don't think that's actually a very good move doing that, unless you're going to summon like another gorilla next to it here. Like your opponent's at 9,000, going -1 to hit a back row. Yeah, look, and he would have had the Thunder Dragon if he waited the turn. Like, what were you hoping to hit there that like they couldn't? I guess a mystical or something would be bad, but I think you should have just attacked. Oh wow, but he's got the charity with it.
I don't know if you're familiar with Dueling High's with his catchphrase, but he has a very unique catchphrase in these types of circumstances.
Ooga
and
booga?
I can't share it on air because this is a family program, but it definitely means, just do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't, just go for it and see what happens. So yeah, I think that's what you got to do sometimes. I mean, he is in the finals of this event, so I can't.
Did he have the solemn when Fresh used the Pot of Greed? Because it's kind of weird to me that he would solemn a tribe but not solemn a Pot of Greed. But I guess
Yeah, I mean, like 2,000 is not that big of a deal after you upstarted your opponent.
Let's see it. He's got a super. He's still there. I mean, Berserk Gorilla has stuck since turn 1. We're going into another turn cycle with Berserk Gorilla still surviving. So, let's see if it continue on.
And if it was Zambira, it wouldn't have done any damage.
Facts. But he does, with the discarding of that Chaos Sorcerer, you have now secured your light and dark, though. So that might be something to pay attention to as well if you are observing.
True.
So Chaos is online for the red corner. Not so much for the blue corner. So Fresh is still thinking about it. This Berserk Gorilla's applying a lot of pressure by just existing in the realm right now. Maybe if you got a Zumbira, you could just slap it down and just say go and let's see what he does with it. Maybe he has to kill himself or crash it. Or skip your own battle phase. I think you can do that or something. I don't know. No, you can't do that. I don't know. Somebody help me out, man. I've been told things. Summon at main phase 2. Nah, whatever. He's going to sack it up for the Mobius,
the great
Frost
Mobius here.
Monarch. Oh, that is a power play Mobius. And the Nobleman with the set. Wow.
All right, so now the aggression makes a little more sense.
He's swinging in with the 4,400 points of damage. Setting 1 behind the Berserk Gorilla, and then he's going to throw it over.
A heavy would be very game-changing here, though.
Mm-hmm.
The Kiko Blade level 2.
He's just scooping?
Kiko.
Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious. That is a Browntown Charlie Brown. Unsat.
I believe he could have lasted another turn, though, right?
I think so. I mean, unless he gets a normal, so he's probably just frustrated. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. You probably can set something.
I don't respect the scoop when you have another turn.
Yeah.
I've just seen it go the different direction too many times. Like, you have to get control of your emotions playing GOAT format.
Mm-hmm.
Like this
Easier.
This stuff's gonna happen a lot, and you can't just let it get to you like that. Where like if you can last one more turn, is the difference of like a graceful charity turning the whole game around. Whereas you'd be like, oh, my opponent got so lucky with that graceful, but like that could have been you if you waited that one more turn.
True.
Yeah, and sometimes their back row are just dead cards. You know,
right?
You never know.
I mean,
I was playing today, somebody scooped, and
think of how
I didn't have anything good.
Think of how crazy a graceful could be there to like draw 3 really good cards and dump 2 bad ones.
That is true. I wish if he'd have showed, he probably should have like milled the next couple cards and then just kept playing. Just play it out. Just play it out. I mean, you're so
play
close.
it out. Like,
yeah,
you got this far in the tournament, you're gonna just throw it away.
I mean, it's probably just frustration, anger, and frustration. But that is in the past. We got the finals. Okay, we got Dueling High 101 in the blue corner, trying to get the invite. Moxie's trying to get another win in another Patreon to set the record, I think, for the most premium or Patreon wins in a season. I think he is trying to get that away from Ivan, or maybe Lucas has that currently. I'm not quite sure, but this is the finals right here. We got Moxie's winning the paper scissors rock, and he's obviously going to elect to go first. Let's see it. Let's see what Moxie can do. Let's see if Moxie can win. Who I think Moxie probably is. If I had to say pick a favorite, I would say Moxie probably would be the favorite to win this. But I don't know. Anything can happen. Dueling High, like I said, is a phenomenal player. Moxie opened up with the dust shoot, which is always a phenomenal thing to happen.
Everything's just phenomenal with you, huh?
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I mean, you know, that happens, man. It happens. Send him back the Serpent. Let's see if he types it out. Let's see if he discards a hand. Graceful Charity, TT, MST, Storm, and Deco. So Graceful Charity still good. Not
so
as
do you rip the Graceful here?
Absolutely not.
No.
I probably would. He knows I got it. At least it'll give you some new cards to play.
I would play it because I don't like my opponent knowing every card that I have.
100%. Yeah, I just get it down.
He's not gonna.
He did not. Okay.
Him and I have talked about it before. Him and I both usually like wait as long as possible to get a Serpent or a Thunder Dragon.
I was of that mindset maybe like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But I firmly believe now just fucking play the card.
Yeah, I think just like you
Because
said, he knows your old hand. He knows everything you got.
The decks have changed so much over the years of like, you can graceful into more good cards so much more likely now of like graceful into Upstart, into Pot of Greed and stuff to get your stuff rolling, or just even to get to the Nobleman here would make such a big enough difference where it's not like Goat Control mirror matches of like 2018 where holding the graceful was 100% the best answer right there. But now you're just risking of your opponent like steamrolling you or getting the duo in the next turn. So I don't think you should hold it anymore.
Yeah. I would agree. Well, we'll see. And now he's got the duos. Duos down. He might just grab the damn thing out of your hand right now. You're feeling very, very dumb if that happens. Let's see what happens. Oh,
I
damn,
knew
there
it.
you go.
I knew it.
So
You just,
the predictor.
oh no, no, you're just feeling extra dumb. That sucks. Okay, if you're Dueling high, Moxie's loving it. Oh man.
Yeah, so Dueling high with a unreasonable complaints here. Wow, that is the worst scoop I've ever seen.
That's a frustrated scoop, man. That is just
that is an immature scoop, to be honest.
Oh,
Like he made the mistake of not playing the graceful, and then is gonna just blame luck on it.
Oh man, that's one of like I said, I've seen Dueling High play a lot, man. He's a very good player. Number 1 on the ladder, or number 2 as it may be now. But
I think
he's
a decent player. I don't think he's a very good player.
I mean, if you're gonna be number 1 that long on that ladder, number 1 for that much time, he's been number 1 for a long time.
Ladder means nothing to me. Like you can get to ladder just of waiting out your opponent, of them not waiting on judges and a bunch of other bullcrap. Like
he I don't know, man. I think he can tilt. That's something.
He clearly tilted.
Yeah.
You never know, because he still had decent cards.
Yep.
What was the second card that he discarded? I don't know, but he has Heavy Storm, Torrential.
Mm-hmm.
So like Moxies can't really do much. He can't summon a bunch of monsters. He can't set a bunch of back row. Because Torrential and Heavy.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's
he
still
clearly
possible.
was just very tilted.
It happens. I mean, but I noticed that's one thing I've noticed, because I tilt too from time to time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit and pretend like I don't, because I mean I do. But I've noticed like the really, really, really elite players of our game, they never tilt.
No, they accept it. Like you don't see. I don't see Moxie. I've never seen Moxie's tilt.
I've never seen Alvarado tilt. I've never seen
And I've seen all these. I've seen these players get a little emotional over time, which is like, it's gonna happen to anybody. But I've never seen Moxie's just admit defeat over getting Dueling duoed.
I tilt pretty much 8 or 9 out of 10 games, to be honest.
But you know that you
I
do.
don't quit. But I don't quit though. I don't scoop. But I just vent my frustration in the chat, but I continue playing.
Which you shouldn't do. Don't be a Mr. Big Noodle. Just take it in stride and just let it happen and just move on, man. Don't be upset. Because people are gonna laugh at you, man. They're gonna make fun of you if you're like blowing up in the chat, you're cursing people out, and you're calling people this and you that.
Yeah, I regret it.
Yeah, you should, man. You should.
If I could go back in time to 2 years when I first started playing this game and just like never tilt from, and never said anything in chat, I would definitely do that.
And tilting goes a lot of different directions. You can tilt from just drawing too good of a hand as well. We've seen it happen in tournament. I've done it myself before, of like, you draw a crazy broken hand and all of a sudden you start playing badly because you get too excited that you drew too good of a hand. It's just part of controlling your emotion and playing to the best of the cards that you have at the time.
True.
It
Let's
does go.
let happen.
It does go both ways.
It does. It does. And that, honestly, I've been talking to a lot of people who play goats, people who don't play goats, and just in my travels or whatever. And that's one of the big detractors. That people say, "Oh, goats so sacky. It does this. You have these cards, and it's just not fun." Well, I say that's kind of the part that I enjoy the most. I enjoy the sackiness a little bit, to a certain extent, not too much, but I enjoy like, hey, I'm losing, I get a pot of greed, and now the game's kind of even again, or I'm just, they blow me out, I blow them out, and then we have a good game. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing, man. Kind of.
Well, it has. There's some good parts of it because it has the comeback feature built in, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what kind of makes it. That's what kind of makes it good. Oh yeah, I see you, Anthony, man. Yeah, I've seen Anthony play a lot. I've never seen him till. I see you out there, baby. We got to do something still, man. We got to make something happen. Mr. Anthony Alvarado. He should be playing in Clash of Champions. That's a champion if I ever seen one. So all the champions out there, if you know a champion that isn't playing, make sure they sign up because that's happening next week. I will be in the booth. I will be running that. I'm not a champion as of yet, so I will not be playing. But I will be sponsoring that event. So if you want to play, all you have to do is be a GOAT format champion, obviously, be a format library champion, be a YCS champion, national champion,
Shonen Jump
world
champion.
Shonen Jump champion. Not so much the GOAT Grand Prix; those don't count. The Patreons don't count.
Nope, just the ones you named.
So if you have one of those, or if you know someone who has one of those, make sure they reach out, make sure they sign up and get in there to play. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a good thing. Champion of Champions. That's a title. Oh,
Moxie's playing around Dust Shoot.
very well.
I'm telling you, Mystic level 2. Both players would be happy to have it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not that happy.
Yeah.
It could have been a DD Crazy Beast.
A little less happy.
Sangan kills my Mystic Swordsman like pretty much every time I play it.
Does the Harpy Lady negate Sangan and flip effects?
Now, I think
No,
the
just
one
flips.
I think it's just flips. That's the worst one. The one with the
That's
short
the best
blue
one.
hair.
That's the best one. What are you talking about?
You
The
guys are
worst one?
crazy. The one that boosts the attack, is that the one? I like that one.
There's one that negates monster that dies by battle. I don't know if it's just flips or if it's both or not.
I think it's just flips. Yeah. Pretty sure it's just flips.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, let me look at them real quick. Now you got me thinking because it's
JDC,
one. It's,
you check.
Harpy Lady
It's
2,
one-
I think.
It's
it's a
1300 attack.
and one of them boosts attack. One of them boosts. I like that one. I like that one, and I like Cyber Harvey. Cyber Harvey, obviously the best one. I mean, that's clear, but that don't really count, right?
They all count, sadly.
Which is so stupid. That is such a dumb rule, man. They really just hate people who like harpies, I suppose.
What is
There's
Dueling
no reason
High's,
for that.
what is Dueling High's actual life points? Because Dueling Book is telling me it's 6,507.
5800.
5,800.
You know, I thought Moxie's was winning this game, but with this duo from Dueling High, it's turned the tables a bit.
Yeah, the normal summon of Dagochi really backfired on Moxie's here.
Hitting that Sangan. But now he's probably gonna have.
Yeah, see, high-level players normal summon Deco and Spy like all the time.
When they have,
And
It's great when it
Yeah,
works,
you
but attacking into a Dagochi is miserable. Or attacking
So
into
you
a Spy, rather.
Oh, he did it too. They both did it. And he's gonna attack the spy
Don't
as
tell
well.
me it's
Let's
a
see it.
Spy.
Oh, that'd be
Okay.
hilarious. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I think setting the Dagochi would have been much better there.
yeah,
Let's get Tsukiyomi here. That would be okay. Probably a lot worse now that he's got his Dakoichi face up.
it just feels like a professional play though to normal summon him. I don't know. It just feels high level.
If you do it correctly, I think there's a time and place for everything.
When it works, sure, but when it doesn't work, it's just a bad play.
Yeah. I've only done it I think I've only done it once.
You don't
maybe
ever want to
twice.
do a play because it feels like a pro play. It needs to be the right play.
Yeah, Juan Gonzalez is saying, you take Duo out, the experience becomes enjoyable. I would love to agree with you.
I wish it was true, but it's not.
I hate Delinquent Duo so much. It does not feel good. That card does not feel properly designed. I think, and this is just me, this is JDZ talking. I wish they would have just got rid of it when they got rid of the Forcible Sentry and all those confiscation and all that. I think they should have just kept it going. Sit Duo down as well. But at the same time, it's another balance card. Like without Duo, everyone would be playing Reasoning Gate like crazy.
This is a great try.
Crazy. It would just be a mess.
Will the book be there? It has the Torrential even better.
So I think it's
plenty of life points for Moxie still.
Mm-hmm.
And Moxie's has not played a Trinity card yet, so they can still get back on the card advantage pretty quickly.
No lights yet. The Sinister Serpent is coming back.
It's been a very useful serpent. Let's see if you'll get some more use out of it.
Great Nobleman. As a tempo changer.
A serpent blocked an attack, caused Dueling High to summon a deco, which wasted the deco, and he discarded it for Tribe. He doesn't set it here, which is interesting.
No, it's open.
8,200. I think they're just okay with, like, they know they're not going to lose this turn.
And you don't want it to get knocked.
I guess, but like he hasn't played Graceful yet, but he did use Tribe already.
That too.
But he did only banish the one. He's got one engraved. Maybe he only plays two. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, Ghost Rider, shout out to you. He says Duo is the weakest of all the Trinity. I would agree. I would 100% agree.
No,
I
I
would agree.
think
It's
so too.
just insane.
Like turn one duo sucks. I get it.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like and I honestly like people always talk about how powerful Pot of Greed is, and it is. It's very powerful. It's crazy powerful. And same thing with Charity, which arguably is even more powerful than Pot of Greed. But I'm saying like Duo, those cards, they do something for you. Duo taking away from your opponent is just so stupid. Like when it hits hard.
Moxie
and it sucks.
does have to deal with this Night Assailant Suki lock here.
And speaking of, there it is. There is the Delinquent Duo is down. The Duo has landed. And we're going to go ahead and take...
Getting the Suki would be a big deal. Yep.
Sook, there's a Sook, and there's Thunder Dragon. That's one. Probably the Sinister Serpent if I had to...
You guys said Dueling High is at 5,800?
5,800, that's correct.
Yeah.
5800. And it was Serpent. Go ahead and zack him up for the Thunder Dragon and keep some pressure going, attacking him for 1,600 points of damage.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the best move there. Because now you can just wall the Thunder Dragon with the Sinister. I think I would have rather held the Night Assailant for the second set, you know?
See if that is in fact the Sinister Serpent again. Perhaps. Will we see another hard summon of a
and like,
monster?
if it is or isn't,
BLS.
if it is or isn't, yeah, it's a good move for Moxie's, but BLS would make the big difference.
BLS is crazy. Oh, but he limps it in.
Oh,
He limps in. That was game over if he would have just attacked. Yikes.
Yeah, like, what are you afraid of being set there? A Night Assailant,
Yeah.
I guess?
Maybe Night Assailant, perhaps.
How much life points did
Dueling High's at 68 now, and Moxie's is at 29. Yeah, that would have been a game shot. But if it was Night Assailant, you feel very stupid.
Yeah,
if that was
I
Night Assailant.
definitely would have attacked.
So I don't hate the banish. I don't hate the banish, but
I do.
I mean, looking back on it, that was game over. You don't get a lot of opportunities to.
Well, the chances that it was a serpent was extremely high.
Yeah.
So Dueling High at 34 now. Probably game here.
Plus, if it was a Knight Assailant, that's still just a 1-for-1.
And
And it was a nice
yeah.
there, and there's 32 coming down. So Dueling High, it's the win over Moxie. We're going to a pressure cooker situation. We have 1 win for Moxie's, 1 win for Dueling High. The red corner will be going first. Winner of this gets a invite to the Go Format World Championship, which will be happening in October. And they get the Go Format play mat and the notoriety and the swag of being a premium champion.
Yeah, and
There wa-
Moxies will be banned if they lose.
Dang. Oh man, that's high pressure. High pressure. We have 40 players coming to this event. 40 players showed
That's
up.
a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot for a Saturday. You know, summer is coming to an end in America, especially. Schools are starting back, so there's a lot of things that are going on to distract people, but shout out to all the players that decided to come and spend their time playing Go Format here. We really appreciate it. Tell your friends to get into the game if they can. Moxie's going to open up strong with some Thunder Dragons. He's going to go ahead and set. The old T set.
A humble T dust shoot set.
Another dust shoot. So Moxie is probably on triple dust shoot situation because he is dust shot. Dust shooted? Are we going dust shooted or dust shot? I'm saying dust shot.
Dust shooted.
Dust shooted. He has dust shot. Dust shooted.
Trapped.
He
He was trapped.
was TDS'd. He was TDS'd multiple times this round.
Dusted. He was dusted.
He's got Sork TD, Spy, TT Storm. Ooh, that hand. I've seen better hands. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen better hands to start a game off with.
Switch back to Thunder Dragon, huh?
I think you
Just keep it
summon Spy Attack here, right? Try to not let the tempo go into the other direction.
He did not. He liked to go ahead and set it, trying to get the plus out of the deck. Maybe he's on 3 spies.
Even if
off
you
that
are.
line. The breaker is down. Will
So
you
Moxie's
TT that?
must have a Sangan set with it.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely called that. Didn't want to lose the TT for free. Which
Probably should have.
might as well.
Like, it was a obvious Sangan set there, right?
It had to have been. It couldn't have been anything else. It couldn't have been anything else.
So you
Summon-
think maybe
summon
Dueling High shouldn't have
BLS
even
Or Sorcerer here. If you have a Chaos Monster, you might as well drop it. You know your opponent's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Do you think Dueling High shouldn't have even set the TT?
I think
I mean,
setting
no.
Torrental's fine. Like, you can't assume they have Breaker. And you have the second Spy if the first one doesn't resolve. Like, Moxie's really didn't have a follow-up there either. Like, he grabbed a Faith that has no target in the grave. Dueling High is definitely not out of this game yet.
I don't know. It's probably
Two cards in hand for Moxie's are Thunder Dragons right now.
Heavy Storm, hitting the Heavy Storm. Henderson Nobleman.
Nobleman's really good for Moxie's here. Okay, so now he has Perfect Knowledge. Spy Sorcerer in hand for Dueling High. Set the Faith. And then Dueling High has to summon the Spy, right?
Yeah, because he flips that Faith and gets back the knock. You're in a bad situation. But who knows? Let's see how he breaks it down. He's got the Sork, he's got the Spy,
Got
he's
a new
got
card.
one other card. And that card is not Pot of Greed, because that thing would have been slammed. Okay, so he is going to run down the Spy, attempt to crash or kill this set. It will happen to be a.
I think I definitely last turn would have set Spy instead of Knight Assailant, because you can use Knight Assailant later, to discard.
It is Mageo De Fellow. He will target the Heavy Storm to get that back. Into the Jar of Greed.
Probably
Okay.
a book set from Dueling High. Could be a Jar of Greed.
It's probably.
So Moxie is up quite a few cards. 2 of those are still the Thunder Dragons, I believe. But still 4 real good cards in there.
Yeah, not gigantic. It's really only 4 to 4 if Moxie's passes here.
He plays the Heavy Storm.
That's a risky heavy.
And it worked out though. It definitely worked out. Getting that Solemn out of the way. Freeing up your Chaos play.
Yeah, like, I don't know what Moxies could have in hand that's dead right now. I bet he set another Faith here. I don't think he drew good. I think playing the heavy shows that it's probably a Faith. Dekochi, better than Faith.
Okay.
Get to some new cards.
And he sets, throws it over to Moxie's again. All right.
I think that's the other.
I'd agree. It's strong.
The other spy's running grave.
No Night Assailants for Dueling High, so like best case scenario, this is a Sangin or a Faith, or Sangin or a Dekochi rather.
He's gonna make the Chaos play right now. Banish the.
I don't see why you don't just attack the spy here.
Yeah.
He wants it face down.
Yeah.
But Dueling High, he just made knock really strong. Maybe he's trying to force a knock out. Let's see. Upstart.
Dueling High is getting deeper in the deck with these cards. Moxie's in very good position now.
Yeah, he's got that Sork. Will you flip it?
Oh wow.
Another Jungle Duo.
That's a blowout card.
He's going to go ahead and chain that Regeki break.
Best you could do here.
Throwing out the BLS. Oh yeah, BLS and Sork. Yikes. Yeah, so this is not looking great for the blue corner here. I can see the caskets are getting polished. Sarah McLaughlin is warming up her McLaughlin? Warming up her vocal cords in the eyes of an angel is happening right now.
And the Souk Night Silent Lock. Oh my god.
In the arms of an angel. Just sad.
I can't even come up with a scenario for Dueling High to get out of this.
Yeah, he's got his BLS and Sorker gone. I mean, you can go. That's rough.
I mean, Moxie's hand must be a bunch of monsters, so there's that.
You got a deck out. Maybe you can do some weird morphing jar. I don't know if he's got.
No, he's got a Suki lock.
Yeah, he can't even do that, huh? Mystical
No,
Spade.
like the BLS being gone already.
Yeah,
like you'd have to like Nobleman and just have Moxies have no monster for multiple turns.
Yeah, that's not looking too great. I'm not gonna lie. Hard D. Yeah,
So that might help Moxies.
There's your deck out. Your deck out plan might be coming together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. He had to break up that loop though, but now he's got a whole bunch of gas that just came off the top of the deck probably because he discarded pretty trash cards for this situation. Nice.
Yeah. But he gets the Serpent back.
So you're
And
down
now-
horrendous.
Graceful.
Thunder
Even
Dragon.
he even already burned his big trap cards too.
Yeah, it's really not. Yeah, you got the mirror is gone, the torrential's gone, heavy is gone, the snatch is still there. You got a ring play that you can do something with. I don't know.
Moxie has
That's
full
too far.
life on top of it.
No, that's just. I think deck out. You might have to figure out a way to do some kind of off the beat deck out plan.
Yeah.
Is where
No, I
you
mean
go.
that's where my mind would be heading at this point. But unless you're playing Morphing Jar,
Which I don't know if he could be. I don't know. He could
he-
very well.
he could like Faith card destruction still.
Yeah, Faith come back. Yeah, that could be it. But he's got to get past the damn Night Assailant. The Night Assailant is there just waiting for him to put anything down.
Unless he like brought in Desert Sunlight or something. So what's
Yeah.
Dueling High at now?
75. 7500.
Not 7,112 like our screen shows.
No, it's not 7,112.
7,712.
No.
Thank you everybody for watching today. We've got over 80 viewers. Great to have you guys. September 25th is the next event that anyone can enter for a premium tournament. And next weekend is the Clash of Champions if you have won a major Yu-Gi-Oh title before.
Hell yeah. And I will be there for that. I'm going to be in the building, holding it down, Clash style. Wah.
Moxie's really pushing it here with the Graceful Charity.
Deck out is becoming possible. What if Dueling High has swords? And he's only used one Regeki break though, so.
Yeah, I think he's going to do... the Moxie already played Air's BLS. He's coming for the pressure now.
Snatch is gone. Torrential Mirror Force or Regeki break is gone already.
Yeah. Dude, just 3 turns of
Moxie
Threatening
probably
Warlord.
has books behind it.
Like you need like 3 Threatening Warlords, Karibo, Ring of Destructione. That goes
Sure.
through. Still got to take that 3,000. And you take 23. You take 14. You take. You got Ring of His Own. So I
That'll
think
do
that does.
it.
That's GG's. GG's. Very well
GG.
played. Very, very, very well played by both players. Shout out to Moxies for securing yet another win. He gets another invite, another win, another Patreon victory. I think he is now has the most again. So balls in your court, Ivan. Balls in your court, Lucas, the Heretic. Let's see what happens, man. So this was dope.
All right.
Very
thank
cool
you
event.
everyone for joining us. Thank you everyone who entered, and thank you guys for